Good morning and welcome to Power to You. The purpose of this show is to give you tips and tricks on how to graduate from Idea South Flores. Today we have a very special episode on reflection. Now, what is reflection? Lucky for me, I have a dictionary right here. You have these in class. So let me turn over to reflection. Got it. Reflection. Giving serious thought or consideration of something. So we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Ivan Garza, representing the 11th grade team.
Hello.
Ivan, having just heard this definition, in your own words, what is reflection?
So for me, reflection is when you look at what you've done in the past and everything you've done in your lifetime. You take it in, you internalize it, you learn from it, and then you grow from it.
Perfect. So 3 key words that he said: internalize, learn,
and grow.
Perfect. So Ivan, you mentioned bringing up the past, learning from maybe mistakes or good things that happened. But before we get into that, tell us more about you. When did you come to Idea South Flores?
So I came to Idea South Flores in 2014 as a 6th grader.
As a 6th grader. Now, 6th grade, what homeroom were you in?
Perseverance.
Shout out to you, Perseverance. You got one of your own right here. So 6th through 11th grade, the years have gone by, right?
Yes.
What have you thought so far about Idea South Flores?
So Idea South Flores for me, like overall big picture, it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Has provided me with many great opportunities and just so much that I am very thankful for.
Now please, talk to us about some good opportunities that have come up.
So I guess I could say that one of them would be the Germany Holocaust Learning Experience trip.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great opportunity that Idea has brought to me.
Okay, and what is that Germany trip?
Germany trip is a trip that teaches you about the Holocaust and about discrimination and bullying, how to stand up against that. And you go to Germany and Poland for 2 weeks and get to learn about the Holocaust and yeah.
How and when do you get into that trip?
So in your 10th grade year, you apply almost in the beginning of the school year. Mm-hmm. You go through a couple different interview rounds and applications you need to turn in, and then you have to do some lessons throughout your 10th grade year learning about the Holocaust. And that summer of your 10th grade year, you go to Germany and Poland for 2 weeks.
Wow. So 10th graders, I know that you've been chosen, but classes after you all, look forward to this trip in 10th grade to have this opportunity to look into 2 different aspects of discrimination and bullying to help you reflect and learn on your own life. So Ivan, you brought up some good things, but we know that we're not perfect as human beings. Tell us, how have you reflected at South Flores in both the good and the bad?
So in the past, I've had some rocky parts here at Idea. Like one of them being me being kicked out of the Ivy League trip, which was unfortunate, and other mishaps I've had due to my behavior.
I remember that situation in your 8th grade year. Can you shed more light? What happened? How did change for you happen? Because I know that you ended up going to the trip the next year.
Yes.
So please shed more light on that.
So the Ivy League trip, something you applied to in your 8th grade year. You get to go to Boston, Philadelphia, New York. You get accepted, and in your 9th grade year, you go to those 3 cities, mm-hmm. and go to the Ivy League schools. I applied. My application was good, and I got accepted to the program, and I was going to have the great opportunity of going with all my friends. However, in my 9th grade year, a couple of days before the trip, my behavior and my actions were the reason for my, I would say, departure from the experience, which was unfortunate, but I was granted the opportunity to to go again the next year with the class of 2022.
So why give you the second opportunity? What changed? What happened?
The main thing, my behavior, that experience of getting kicked out from the trip was like a catalyst for me that allowed me to start internalizing my behavior and learning from it and eventually growing from it. So they granted me the opportunity of going again because of the change in my behavior and the change in my actions, which over time bettered and matured.
Gotcha. So that's definitely good news to hear. I guess growth stories. So to our listeners that are listening from 6th through 12th grade, if you can tell them one thing, what would that be?
So I guess the most important thing I can tell y'all is to keep in mind your past, because it will be paving the way to your future, and you need to be able to grow from anything you've ever done, whether it's good or bad, and make sure you always excel in a positive way out of any situation.
Absolutely, I completely agree with that. Thank you so much for your time, Ivan. So again, guys, reflecting, remember to internalize what is the situation, what happened, whether past or present, learn from that situation, and then grow from it overall. This concludes today's episode on reflection, and remember to tune in next week to give you more tips and tricks to give you the power.
To you.
Okay. Okay.